and the rave reviews that the film Major has received across the world. Thank you so much for joining us here. May I please request you to take your seats? A very good afternoon. Firstly, congratulations. So, a Major has rave reviews across the world, and not only from critics, audiences, but all of our media friends also who are here today. So, thank you so much. Also, I'd like to tell you that the pre-screening program has been a huge success. 10 cities और सब cities में मैं जानती हूँ कि आप experience सारे audiences का जानने के लिए गए थे and the experience was absolutely amazing. So before we do anything else, let me ask Adivi directly. How is the feeling? It's been a huge success. We are right now celebrating it. The love that Major has received from across the world and India particularly.
I have so much to say, so I would request that Saiee talk first.
Because I don't say a lot.
क्योंकि मेरे बोलने के बाद शायद कोई कुछ और बोल नहीं पाएगा.
Well, so, Sai, you did go to the pre-screening that
Yes,
happened
yes.
across the cities, and this is the first time in India that something like this has ever happened. That even before the movie released in theaters, it was shown to audiences in various cities. We had 10 cities, and you went there. How was your experience?
Sorry, sir. वैसे हमारे कॉस्ट्यूम्स ठीक है ना? नहीं, सच्ची दिल से पूछ रहा हूँ.
ठीक है? Close enough? Okay.
वो मुझे मुंबई वाला ग्लैम वाला कॉस्ट्यूम आता नहीं मुझे. तो
I tried to match up. Pretty.
हाँ,
I
you're
copied yours.
simpler now.
I think the response was overwhelming. It was so nice to see everyone, you know, give back the love that everyone put into making this movie. And I think that was what was expected actually from Major Sandeep's life and his story. If people didn't love it, um, they're not watching it right, maybe. So I think it was really great to see all the response and all the love that the movie has gotten. And I guess I'd like to just say that we're very grateful.
Thank you.
Speech
Um, you know, I uh, I don't come from a film background. I'd come from the US. Uh, I remember being 15 years old, coming to Mumbai. मैंने कहा यार शायद मुंबई में ट्राई कर लेते एक बार हीरो बनना है. तो वो एक फोटोग्राफर ने किसी न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड डाला and he said 10,000 rupees I will get you auditions. तो हमने 10,000 दे दी. पता नहीं था कि बहुत ही बेकार किस्म के ऑडिशंस होंगे. But there was this other person from Stardust who took a liking to me, and he sent me on a couple of auditions. So the first audition I did this Hindi scene of Shah Rukh sir's from Pardes, and I remember the lady there. She said, "Sir, आप कहाँ गए?" मैंने कहा, "I've just come from San Francisco." तो उन्होंने कहा, "हाँ, तभी आपकी हिंदी में ना वो एक अमेरिकन एक्सेंट है. आप देख लो थोड़ा, दैनिक जागरण जैसे पत्रिका पढ़ लो और प्रैक्टिस करो." मैंने कहा, "ठीक है." So next day I went to another audition, and the way I was speaking in English, the person said, "Sir, where are you from?" इस बार मैंने कहा, यार अब तो अमेरिका नहीं बोल सकते. हैदराबाद से हूँ." हाँ, तभी आपकी एक्सेंट ना साउथ की है. तो वो एक ही दिन में मेरा एक्सेंट अमेरिका का भी था और साउथ का भी था. Then I ended up going back, finishing up my studies, saving a bunch of money, maxing out my credit card, and I made a small film. And I made it in Telugu because of this experience in Mumbai. And I ended up going to Hyderabad with it. Now, I was so clueless कि मुझे ये भी नहीं पता था कि इंडिया में अगर घर रेंट करना हो आप ऑनलाइन यूएस से फ़ोन करके नहीं कर सकते. तो मैं मैजिक ब्रिक्स पे गया, एक घर बुक किया, अपार्टमेंट फॉर रेंट. एंड the day before I took off, I called. I said, "Is everything ready in the apartment?" They said, "Yes." When I landed in Hyderabad, I didn't know how to take a taxi. I didn't know how to cross the road. फिर मैं वो गया उस घर तक. There was no doors, there was no windows. So I asked the landlord, यार ये घर का अभी अभी बन रहा है. There's only walls. उन्होंने कहा no problem sir. सुबह तक दरवाजा लग जाएगा. Don't worry. एक काम करो आप जो सूटकेस है ना मैं आपको चेन देता हूँ. Put it around your hand and sleep with it, so that nobody steals your suitcase in the night. So that was my first night in India. I was as clueless as they come. And for me to be an outsider with no guidance, no support, no friends, to sitting in front of you today uh, as somebody who's made a film that's been released from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it's the honor of my life. Thank you very much. Major is sort of my dream project. I've said it in many interviews, so many friends here who've been doing numerous interviews of me. The film's a massive success. I don't know where my Sony boys are. Where are my Sony friends? Apparently, they're not authorized apparently to speak next to me on the stage. कुछ corporate का policy है. वो कभी मुझे समझ में नहीं आएगा. But my friend Mehul, my brother Mehul is sitting here. He's sat innumerable nights promoting this film. And I want to say that they called me happily today, telling me कि यार दिल भी खुश है और जेब भी बहुत खुश है. And the reason for it is because my South Indian base, it has ensured that this film is 4 times bigger than any film I've ever done within 5 days of its release. And I'm so thankful for that. It's just at $1 million in the US. It's done phenomenally well everywhere. So many of you all gave us sterling reviews. On the release day, मुझे ये खबर आया कि यार the Hindi version has opened very softly, new face है, लोग जानते नहीं हैं आपको. मैंने कहा पर हाँ मेरे 2 डबिंग फिल्म्स आ चुके हैं, एक का 150 मिलियन व्यूज हैं. उन्होंने कहा हाँ फिर भी लोग हिंदी इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट मार्केट. मैंने कहा सही है सही है. So the South Indian collections just kept on growing, kept on doing well. And Hindi the weekend slowly it's growing and people are like हाँ ठीक है यार one weekend में खत्म, this is it. Hindi market ऐसे ही होता है. It's very tough business. लोग मुझे console कर रहे थे. एक तरफ से it was a very mixed feeling कि मेरे जो तेलुगु दोस्त हैं, मेरे जो साउथ इंडियन दोस्त हैं, केरला से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, आंध्रा से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, हैदराबाद से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं यार कंग्रेचुलेशंस, इट्स द बिगेस्ट ब्लॉकबस्टर एवर, क्या बात है, इट्स अ माइंड ब्लोइंग, ये यहाँ बोल रहे हैं. और यहाँ से डोंट वरी सेश, यू विल कीप ऑन फाइटिंग, मुझे यहाँ पे इंकरेजिंग कॉल्स इंक्लूडिंग फ्रॉम मेहुल. तो मैं सोचने लगा यार what is the original reason behind making this film? Do I want to get caught up in the numbers game? Do I want to get caught up in the numbers race? And I realized that the original reason for making this film was because I, as a fan of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, I wanted his legacy to be seen from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. As of today, it will be a little under 3 million people who have seen this film across India. 3 million. ये for any new guy, it's a phenomenal achievement. लेकिन मैं एक बात बोलूं, for me, Major Sandeep's life should have touched 1.4 billion people. So I look at, अरे यार चुप रहो ना वहाँ, उनको बोलो ना वहाँ पे. So I look at this as the beginning. I'll tell you why I look at this as the beginning. Because for me, Major is not a film, it's an emotion. I was never intent on just saying, chalo yaar. See, I'm one of the hidden producers on this film. My name is not there as producer on the poster, but I'm one of the hidden producers on this film. And let me tell you, my wallet is very happy at this moment because of my collections, especially in South India. But my intention was uncle and auntie. I call her Amma now. तो मैं सोचने लगा, what has happened with them? Where is my validation from them? That is my report card. 2 days before the release, on June 1st, in Bangalore, we did the premiere. Amma called me and she said, 23 years ago, I wore this sari for Major Sandeep's graduation. Today, I'm tying this sari for you. And she showed me the watch he gave her. And she came to watch the film. And I kid you not, the moment I saw her, I hugged her for 4 minutes. ऐसे ही बस पूरा कर्नाटका का मीडिया खड़ा है, सब फोटो ले रहे हैं, ठाप 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 ठाप. मुझे पता भी नहीं चल रहा था कि मीडिया का फोटोज आ रहे हैं ये वो, बट मैं बस उनको हग करता गया. एंड देन आई वाज होल्डिंग देयर हैंड वाचिंग दिस फिल्म. जस्ट थिंक अबाउट हाउ सररियल इट मस्ट बी. वो देख रहे हैं मेजर संदीप को, पर वो मेजर संदीप नहीं है, वो सेश है. And he's this kid holding her hand, sitting beside her, while she's looking at the film inspired by the life of her son who's no longer there. What a surreal feeling. After the film, they gave me a kiss. I held Uncle's hands and sat on the floor. And in that moment, I knew we won. That was my report card. The reason I called this press conference today was, and genuinely I did, because Mehul ko I was like bugging him, Parag ji ko I was bugging him, Purvi ko I was bugging her. See, I want this press conference, and it's because I wanted to say, for me, this journey has only started. As of this morning, this film has been holding amazingly well in the Hindi version on weekdays. We're going to be adding some shows and show times in Delhi. More and more people are discovering it. It's getting even bigger in the south. But this moment, it's not about my career, it's about Major Sandeep. These days he's being taught in ICSE textbooks under the chapter Unsung Heroes. मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि I will sing this hero. He'll no longer remain unsung. मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि Major is not a film, it's an emotion. So, I wanted to announce the Major promise. After I'm done with the promotion of this film, we are going to start a fund in the name of Major Sandeep Unikrishnan for CDS and NDA aspirants across the country. काफ़ी लोग छोटे शहर में गांव में ना उनको पता नहीं है कि कैसे अप्लाई करते हैं. उनको पता नहीं है. They don't have money for the textbooks. They don't have guidance for the training institutes. हम वो guidance, वो training और कभी कभार वो funding देना चाहते हैं. So we're going to start with me. I'm going to start doing it. Then I'm going to get some more friends to add to it. I'm going to get some more actors to add to it. I'm going to do everything I goddamn can to ensure कि Major Sandeep की legacy unsung heroes में नहीं sung heroes में होना चाहिए. So, Mahesh Manjrekar sir loved the film, and he's obviously a very influential man in Maharashtra. So through Saie's family's good graces, we got a meeting with the CM sir, the Honorable Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray ji, and we'll be presenting this to him to flag it off from here. When are we meeting him, sir? We're meeting him on the 11th. And the slogan of this film was launched by the Honorable Defense Minister of our country, Rajnath Singh ji. I myself have ensured that the film is being screened for the Telangana Chief Minister, KCR sir, the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, and his family. We will be taking this movement everywhere. I'm going to start publicly writing them. I'm going to start privately reaching out to them. We're going to be taking this movement everywhere. And this movement can't just be only as the fund. We created this film because we wanted to inspire kids. Yesterday, I saw a video of this 9-year-old girl speaking Oriya. Bhubaneswar mein, she had seen the Hindi version of the film and she's saying, Dad, I want to join the army because she saw Medha Sandeep's story. मैंने कहा यार, if we can keep showing this film, and it's immaterial to me whether or not we're showing it for free or for tickets. Sache Barag ji, it's immaterial to me. My assistant, where is he? Prasad Edi? Where's my bag? In that bag is a hard drive that you can connect at a theater. Oh, stay there, stay there. That you can connect to a theater, and you can project the film on a screen like this. So what I'm trying to say is, this fund, along with the fact that we've made this film with the sole purpose of increasing and relishing and reminiscing upon the legacy of Major Sandeep, I'm going to go ahead and show it anywhere. There's a small village in Rajkot where they only have a drive-in theater where chota sa parde pe they've put a projection. I'll be there with the hard drive to show it. I don't care. I have enough movies that I've made for money. I have enough hits that I've done for money. This is something else. So this movement's only begun. We're going to run rampant with it. I don't know if we're being presumptuous. We want to call it something like the Jai Hind something. The Jai Hind tour of sorts. So in the next few days, you're going to see us. I'm going to Delhi tomorrow. In the next few days, you'll see us going everywhere, showing this film to apartment associations, to scenic cantonments across the country, because the goal is Major Sandeep's legacy. So this is my long-winded answer to your question. How does it feel to do the preview screening? Because the goal was to never charge. For you to know that our intentions are honest, yaar, before the release of the film, I worked hard for 5 days to cut the ticket prices in Telangana AP, because that's where my power is. To cut the prices in Telangana and AP by half for people to watch this film. The kind of footfalls we've gotten, we'll get double the collection if we just left the prices. But we cut it in half because we want everybody to see it. The goal is for everyone to see it. And let me tell you, I know everyone's seeing it because Major Sandeep's mother has seen it 7 times till now. You know, I don't know. My personal PR, Purna, she tells me you should stand in the airport. वो paparazzi photos लेना पड़ता है, popular रहना चाहिए. वो सब मुझे आता नहीं है. इसलिए मैंने आज उसको बताया भी नहीं कि मैं कौन से फ्लाइट से लैंड कर रहा हूँ. मुझे एयरपोर्ट वाला फ़ोटो लेने नहीं आता यार. मुझे दिल से बात करना आता है एंड मुझे दिल से फिल्म बनाना आता है. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have to say that from the launch of the trailer, which was done on 26/11 at the Taj, where Major Sandeep Krishna's parents were there, और अमार अंकल जो emotion के साथ और जिस तरह से वहाँ थे हमारे साथ, और जैसे बता रहे कि she's already seen the movie 7 times, and the second thing I wanted to ask is that, you know, what was her reaction? So thank you for sharing that as well. And Adivi, all we have to say is the emotion that you feel, audiences, media, critics, every single person who knows about Major feels the emotion.
You know, last time when we were here, where's the host here? That cool anchor, where is he? अरे वो था इधर ही कई बार. Nitin चला गया यार. He asked me a question and I very in jest, in very sort of in a very comedic way, I was asked about big fish and I said we're the goldfish. तो ये थोड़ा controversial हो गया. लोगों को लगा कि मैं बहुत बड़े लोगों का अपमान कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. But the funniest comment I got back as feedback was my cousin who messaged me saying goldfish is a freshwater fish. भाई वो समुद्र में होता नहीं है. तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, not only did this goldfish survive in the ocean, अब चमक रहा है.
Thank you so much. With that, members of the media, we are now opening the floor for questions.
Hi Adivi, Princey here.
Namaste.
Thanks for giving this film. I loved it. And since you're talking of anecdotes, I would like to add one. As soon as the screening was over, the whole media present there was choked. after 2 minutes तक शांति थी, उसके बाद कुछ आवाज आई थी. So that was the impact that your film had. But I have something from the emotional side. I'd like to take it to the technical side. This beautiful emotion has transcended so well because there's strong technique behind it. I read somewhere that 2700 VFX shots in the film. Could you shed a little light on the production? Because I was extremely enamored by the production aesthetics in the second half of the film. When it's shot in, where is it shot? How was it all done? Something on that.
I should tell you that out of the 2700 shots, out of them reducing my shoulders
Okay.
for the teenage years, because I can lose weight, I can change my face, I can change my hairstyle, but I can't reduce the size of my
Right,
shoulders.
right.
So we had to lessen those shoulders for the for the teenage years. So that is an
Okay.
honest confession.
Okay.
But all kudos to our technical team, a brilliant combination of director Sesh who gave me my previous blockbuster Godachari, unfortunately titled as Intelligent Khiladi in Hindi.
Khiladis are very successful in India.
नहीं नहीं खिलाड़ी कुमार तो सबसे successful है,
So,
but I just felt it could have been called something better, my film. And starting with him, because I can write all I want about the hero sitting emotionally on a chair, but he has to make you feel that emotion. He has to make you cry. He has to make you feel those 2 minutes of silence. Our cinematographer, Vamsi, saw him as a kid working as a photographer in Novotel in Vizag. Our music director, Sri Charan, who literally used to sing on the beach with a guitar. And our production designer, Avinash, who built these massive sets, built a massive gateway of India, massive Taj, and then demolished them.
oh wow. Where
um,
were these sets built?
oh, Hyderabad,
Okay,
where
okay.
all or most of India sets
Yeah.
are built.
Yeah. Okay.
And last but not least, the incredible VFX team at Annapurna Studios
Okay.
in Hyderabad.
Okay.
A shout out to Annapurna Studios. I just want to say a little mention. They see we come from a very conservative culture, ना मतलब
Huh.
हमारे मुहूर्त पे धोती पहन के आते हैं, सूट नहीं. तो they are the only functioning profitable studio in all of South Asia.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
So
right.
just a big shout out to them. They worked on those 2546 to be precise, not
Okay.
2700 shots, and they dealt with the nightmare that I can be when I call at 3 in the morning and say, why is one shoulder smaller than the other?
All right.
So I
Yeah.
hope that gives you some clarity.
Thank you.
Ji sir.
Hi, this is Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. Am I
Namaste, sir.
audible? I wouldn't say congratulate, but from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank Sai and Adivi, for this wonderful tribute you've given to Major Sandeep Krishnan. And my question is not just so much as a journalist, but as a writer myself. Much before a film, a writer thinks, okay, I want to make a film on this hero. Like if I was the writer, the first task for me would be how do I initiate a conversation with the parents of Sandeep Krishnan and his wife? So can you please tell us? Like I didn't have the opportunity to ask this question to you before, so I just wanted to